Hello and welcome to the Alexandra Wenman show. I'm down here in Epsom, Surrey at this beautiful Aladdin's Cave crystal shop called Quest with Carolina Grace Starre, who is a Soal Coach, and Kathy Mingo, who's an amazing channel. And I've known these two ladies for quite some time now, from back in the day when I was at Prediction, but I thought I'd just come and visit and have them on the show. So where should we start? Carolina, can you tell us a little bit about...
Well, first of all, welcome to Quest. It's so nice to have you here again, because as you say, it was many years ago that you were here. And it's just, 13 years I think we've had the shop now.
Wow.
So, it's fantastic. And Kathy's been with us for 13 years.
So you've been here since the beginning?
Since it was in Yule.
Wow.
So, how long ago was that?
13 years
We're showing
ago.
our age, but yes,
we
long
went to
time
school together.
Yeah.
Did you? I didn't know that about
We
you.
were in the same class.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Were
we
we?
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I love that.
I know.
That's the best part of the story. That's amazing. so tell us a little bit about Quest. How did you get started with the shop?
Well, that's a bit of a long story, but I'll shorten it.
We've got time.
Basically, I had my palms read when I was 29, and he said at 40 everything would magically come together at 40, and it was kind of all about my kind of development and me working, and I was a career girl at the time, so I gave my job up and everything else and looked after the children and kind of went through my 30s. But to cut a very long story short, at 39 I had a back operation and was thinking, how on earth is everything magically going to come together at 40? I really didn't know. But it was while I was recuperating that I had the idea of a shop.
Amazing.
And so it kind of opened on June the 21st 2007, 3 weeks before my 40th birthday.
So
everything, all kind of magically came together. So it was incredible. And then, was it a couple of months after we opened that you came in? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So anyway, so we were in this little village called Yule Village. Did you ever come there?
No, I think the first time I was here.
It's a beautiful shop.
And Undertakers now, which is...
Yeah.
I think that's
a nice paradox.
Yeah.
And we were in Yule for 3 years, and then the landlord wanted the top of the shop back and everything else. But it's always been very angelic led. This whole journey has been very angelic led. I have so many stories of synchronicities and things that have happened. It's just been phenomenal, absolutely amazing. Then we found ourselves in a shopping centre. So
you couldn't get a better location, really, could you? And
not really.
You've got everything else here, and then people can come and stock up on their crystals while they're getting their loo roll, if there's any left on shelves at the moment.
But we have plenty of crystals.
Yeah,
lots of protection and healing.
It's such a beautiful sanctuary here, and obviously you've got Kathy who's doing the beautiful healing. We just had a bit of a wow, like super multi-dimensional existential channeling aura balancing session, didn't we? Tell our viewers a little bit about what you do, Kathy, because it's...
How do I begin?
Oh my gosh.
When I first came to Quest, I was doing past life regression through hypnosis, which wasn't my favourite thing to do, was it?
No.
To be honest, it really wasn't. So a bit of synchronicity with that. So the medium didn't turn up one day.
Yeah.
Do you remember? And you said to me, Kathy, would you give it a go? And I thought, I will. Didn't I? But I said, all I need is someone to lie down.
Yeah.
And I've told this story so many times, but maybe not to... Okay, so I had a client who, he was our sort of, what's that word? Guinea pig.
Yeah.
And it just said that there's a funny story there, but I won't go into it. And from there, it's just evolved to aura healing, aura profiling, mediumship. Even though I don't call myself a medium, there is a bit of that.
But you are a phenomenal medium.
But I don't call myself that. Yeah.
You're very multidimensional, though, isn't she? I think you do mediumship, but then you also do all kinds of... I remember when I first came to see you. Now, I think it must have been like 2011 or 2012. It was a long time ago, because it was before I channeled Precious Wisdom. But I remember I walked into the room and you went, "Whoa!" You went, "I don't do angels." But if I said there were so many angels following you in here, I'll never forget it, because I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I come with my entourage." Yeah. And now I'm seeing angel wings everywhere. Like, it's bonkers. But yeah, you cover it all, don't you? It's very multidimensional.
I think I do, don't I? I think it's bit esoteric and a bit alchemy and a bit I do like the higher energies, but when we work together it's a real dovetail, isn't it, because we're saying the same thing in a different way, in different language.
Same English, but
English.
She's speaking
I speak English. You speak English. I speak zeta reticuli.
It's like heaven and earth, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. But it works really well, doesn't it?
So, it really does.
Yeah. But so mediumship's in it as well. But I really like doing what we just done, the kind of higher frequencies.
That was incredible.
Because I just think humanity needs different voices. You know, some people would think perhaps I'm a bit out there.
Well, you are. I always say you're from a different planet, as I say, but that's
true.
okay.
Well, it's like different courses for different horses, isn't it? You know,
absolutely.
People like me, I love the out there stuff, and I mean, this is the beauty of this show is we can talk about all of it. You know, like it's like we go very out there, and you know, and very normal. I've had coaches and you know, just counsellors and people on the show, and then we have all manner of like light language and everything else, so we talk about it all, which I love. But do you get a real mixture of people coming to you? Do you work at all those levels usually? Yeah.
Would you say people really perhaps want the mediumship?
I think that's predominantly it is the mediumship, because they want to speak to their loved ones, they want contact with their loved ones, and they want proof that there's afterlife. And so Kathy is really evidential, and you give a lot of information, and people are really wowed.
There's no way she could have known what she just told me.
And they feel very comforted by that. And Kathy is such a beautiful, honestly, genuine, authentic, down-to-earth person.
We've had an emotional day today.
Yeah, we have. We've been a bit wobbly, and we haven't been wobbly, we've been very calm. But we just felt I felt tearful the first thing this morning, and you felt
which I'm
but we've been, do you know what's really great here is that we're all really supportive, and we have lots and lots and lots of customers that come in that really want to just tell us what's happening for them in their life, and we just listen, and they go out feeling much calmer and feel like they've been heard. So that's really, really
And you mustn't
important.
forget your Reiki.
No, my Soal Coach work, which is I just absolutely adore it with every cell in my being. And I kind of come more from coming within and finding that stillness within ourselves. And I found my stillness within me, I found that connection with me. I feel really kind of fulfilled and happy and blessed. And I know we're not our happiness, I know we're not our joy, I know we're not our stillness, and we're far greater than that, but I do feel that I've found my purpose.
You really hold it.
And I really love sacred space, and I love clearing people's homes and doing that whole feng shui. And I love, I've got goosebumps now, and I love the meditation side of things that I do, the coaching, the soul mentoring, the Reiki healing.
Great teacher.
I love teaching, love teaching.
And the angels love you.
Oh, that's nice.
Angels all around.
But you know, it's been a hard journey, it's been a long journey. You know, I said 29, I'm now 53. It's the first year that I can actually say that, you know, I feel like I've arrived.
Wow.
And it's, you know, it's a long journey, but it's tough out there, you know, and it's tough to work through your stuff as well. So I think if people are struggling, we just hold that space for them, don't we?
I think this is part of the message that the three of us have kind of come together as well to bring. I mean, I'm not sure exactly the date this video will go out, but obviously while we're recording it, we're just at the very beginning of this whole coronavirus pandemic, when people are London isn't on lockdown yet, but everywhere else seems to be. And I think it's more and more important that people do find kind of safe spaces where they can go and feel okay to connect within and to find that inner peace, that inner sanctuary. So it's the work that you guys are both doing, and the space you've created here. It's so beautiful, and I mean it's a little bit out of London, but it's not too far to come. You know, it's very accessible, and you've got, you know, not only are you both practitioners and you know your stuff. That's what I love. You're not just running a shop here. No, you know what you're doing. You've created a beautiful space.
Well, when I first kind of had the idea about opening a shop, it was to provide a safe, grounded space full of love. So that's what we've tried to create. But you know, that's really interesting what you're just saying there about finding that inner stillness, because that's what I've been, you know, promoting the last few days, because we're in such an uncertain world right now. We just don't know, and we as human beings do not like uncertainty. And we can be very fearful and be fearful based, can't we? So if we can just find that connection within ourselves, find that stillness, that will give us the certainty, and then we just deal with every day. We were talking about this earlier, weren't we?
And that humanity this is the biggest thing for humanity, to step up. And where we all go from separation, even though we're in self-isolation, when this is all over, I think, I said this morning, didn't I, that humanity, I think we'll look back at this period and just be very proud of our fellow human beings.
Bye.
And it's like the spiritual journey, isn't it? You kind of, you're forced to go within. The only way out is in.
Yes.
And we've all done that. You know, the light workers and the channels and the healers have all done that. We've been forced to go into our internal soup that you call it, in order to find our way out, to see the bigger global picture and that unity consciousness. And now we're seeing that we're kind of the forerunners and the way showers, really, of this. Who knew it was going to happen this fast? But suddenly the whole planet's being forced to go within. Everyone's being forced onto their inner path, really, aren't they?
I think the other thing that it's what it's doing is everybody's very vulnerable right now, and being vulnerable is okay, and it's also reminding us that we are all the same. We're actually all the same energy, we're just wearing different clothes, but we all have had the same feelings. So then there is this unity consciousness, because we're all vulnerable.
So what would you guys suggest for people watching this, and maybe people that are a little bit new to all of this, or people just wanting a little bit of guidance and upliftment? What advice would you give them at the moment?
Shall I?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, go on.
Me too.
Like bloody twins.
Such a good double act.
We were thinking about doing a comedy show.
We were.
We were going to do the interviews separately, and it's just not right. They've got to be together.
Like it or lump it, my lovely.
So, what's helped me is meditation. Being in the moment, being in my stillness, and I can't remember what I said now. So being meditation, being in my stillness, and just dealing with each day as it comes. Obviously, practical things, washing hands and all the rest of it, but just that, and just knowing that there's support out there, there's support here. Just have to send us a message. We're all here for each other. That's what I would say.
You've got this beautiful Septarian Quartz behind you. I was thinking, what crystal would be good? And I'm thinking, Septarian, it's so friendly. And it kind of makes me think of community and love and you know, the connections between people. I've got a sphere like that in my house. And it's almost like the hearth fire energy, isn't it? It's almost like we're being drawn back into that community spirit, into that kind of telling stories around the hearth fire, and that kind of energy. It's really lovely.
I think we kind of lost our way, really.
Absolutely have.
And you really like Shungite. You've been talking about Shungite, haven't you?
Shungite.
So elite Shungite. I've been banging on about Shungite during this, especially the whole 5G thing, which is the relevance or a relevance at this time.
It's definitely connected.
Definitely. So for me, I'm a bit. I love to read. I'm a big reader, so I think this time, if you are locked down, seek out information, esoteric, hermetic. There's a lot online. Some of it's crud, some of it isn't. And take what you feel resonates, I guess. But I think for me, I like to go up. When I'm up channeling, nothing else matters. And the corporeal that we deal with, the corporeal being down here, is irrelevant.
It's like
I know it isn't really,
isn't
but
it? On a calm sea. It's like you're just buoyant.
But you're good for me because you ground me, because I can be a bit up there.
And I can feel that within myself. So I feel what you just described when I go within my body. So it's just different ways of doing it. And you know what, we know nothing really, do we? We can only talk about our own experiences, and then it's about finding what's right for yourself.
Yeah.
And you guys both work online as well?
Well, we've just been talking about this morning, that we've talked about it for a while. I'm just putting the finishing touches to a 21-day, 20-minute meditation course.
Oh, amazing. So we'll put the links up.
So I'm literally just putting the finishing touches, so that should be out in about, I don't know, I was saying the end of April, but I want to bring it forward now. And then we've been talking about going online, haven't we? Doing offer healing and meditations, and you were doing mediumship work or the channel work. Or channeling.
I think that's a great idea.
So
I've never done it before, so it will be a different way of working. But
but that's what we're thinking about that.
And that's a way of using the technology to our advantage to spread the good word, isn't it? You know, to spread not fear but love and kindness and support and.
I do Facebook Lives, don't I? Which I've been doing. How long would you say? About 6 months. Which
you've got a really good following on that.
I think initially I was a bit like Facebook. However, it's a paradox. So I use. I love to write, so I got my blogs on my website, which I probably need to do an updated one. But for writing for me, I love
your
writing.
website's lovely. They've got lovely websites. We'll put those.
Mine's just come out. Mine's new.
It's all new, isn't it? It's all shiny.
Yeah.
I'll have to look.
So this is all perfect timing. It's all just been launched. It's wonderful.
We were saying earlier, we've just been prepping, haven't we, for this moment?
I think so.
I think a lot of people, like workers, as you're saying, have been prepping for this moment. So.
I'm about to redo all my website too. So it's like it's all time. We're like step up, and you guys watching as well, who are all mostly on this path too. I know a lot of the audience that watch the show are very much on an awakened path. But it's Kathy and I were saying we're all being connected now too, and we've got like there's all kinds of crazy abilities coming through that we never thought we'd have. Right? We're the guinea pig.
I think so.
Telepathy, I know we're feeling each other. All the sensitives have been feeling each other for a long time. I mean, I was having all this weird fear and panic before this even started rising in me, and I was like, what's going on? Got taken into a World War I wartime past life, because I was having symptoms of PTSD, and it wasn't coming from anything. It was coming from clearly what was about to happen rather than it was weird. But I saw the lifetime and cleared it all, and then it's like, oh cool, I'm quite calm, and then this happens. It's like, cool, I'm prepared.
I mean, there's been a lot of precognition stuff put out as well through the media for many years, and I'm fascinated by precognition, especially The Simpsons. I know it sounds odd, but there's been so much prediction about coronavirus. They got that. Trump. So it's very interesting.
Was on South Park, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's our media, I think, has been prepping us indirectly for a long time. So
well, the whole thing's like a film script. Someone put a funny meme up. I think it was my sister with a picture of like Mad Max and their outfits. And she was like, just a heads up, when do we start dressing like this? Does the memo go out? It's like Waterworld and all those post-apocalyptic things. But my husband keeps calling it the zombie apocalypse because everyone's just like going into their, like just follow the leader and become a zombie and don't think for yourself. And
buy your 24,000 rolls of loo paper.
Get your loo paper. It doesn't even affect your stomach, which is odd.
I think it's a control thing though, isn't it? When
maybe it affects your stomach if you've got a lot of fear going on in there, though.
I think people just don't know how to control a situation we've never been in, so maybe loo roll and disinfectant is people's way of trying to get some sort of parity, perhaps.
Giving them a sense of
something.
Sense of certainty.
To be prepared, just in case, Yeah, it's interesting. Or maybe someone in their family said, when we were in the bunker in the war, we didn't have any toilet paper and it got a bit messy. I don't know. And that spread. Who knows? But it's definitely an interesting time, isn't it? And, to bring it back to the shop, obviously, because while you can still get out, I would say come and visit. So I just want to pop in there. So if you can't get out and you are self-isolating, we do mail order and telephone order. So you can get your Septarian Quartz and your Shungite and oh my god,
I know so much stuff.
So many lovely, beautiful.
I'm sleeping with like a whole bag of crystals under my pillow at the moment. I've just got to say, I've got like Shungite pyramids and organites by the bed and like rose quartz under the pillows and all kinds of things, like a pillow full of rocks. But it's I guess that's my panic buying crystals.
And the stuff here is so lovely.
Such a
great.
Look at the Ganeshas and these rose
Go back on your lawn.
Yeah.
But they're
from India.
Yeah, you source really good stuff.
Just seeing the beautiful big skull here.
I know, look. Crystal skulls.
Yeah.
There was you had a big.
Yeah.
I really wanted that, but someone
I've got some
beat
little
the
ones
top.
down there as well.
So,
Yeah, I picked these out, these little Ganesh.
These are really unusual, aren't they? Really beautiful.
Nice. And it's such a, for me, coming into the shop every day and having my lovely friends' support is...
and the team.
And the team. Go Laura!
Whoa! Go Amelia!
Woo! But for me, I feel like I'm part of the team.
You are part of the team.
But when I come through, my tea, you want a cup of tea, and it's just lovely, and I've just been here longer than anyone.
Yeah,
haven't I?
Yeah.
So, but that's down to Quest, you, Madeline.
Yeah.
Hi, Madeline. So lovely place.
Yeah, it is.
I find it very different. I mean, I've interviewed quite a few different crystal shops over the years since I started the channel, and the thing I find very different about this one is how it's much more open. It's lighter. Oh my god, I've just seen that angel wings. So my thing. It's light. It's very angelic.
Yes.
You walk in immediately and you go.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. I remember that last time we came to it. It's like walking into a beautiful temple of light.
It's your intention with it as
well.
Yeah,
it was, definitely.
Yeah. And you guys are so friendly, really kind, and like you can go around and look at stuff, and there's some shops you kind of get the people.
Yeah.
I know there's a few in Glastonbury that are like that.
Or some,
there's some fabulous shops in Glastonbury. But,
however, I'm going to say it. When I go, I spend a lot of time in Glastonbury. Have been the recent, but I always, if I'm going to get my stuff, I always get it from me. And not because, well, I've got an allegiance, but obviously, some of those shops, it feels a little bit unwanted sometimes. Where, not all of them, but here you just know that everything's kind of looked after.
And we handpick it, and we
handpick it. So let's talk about some of the stuff that you obviously have a wall of incense. I've never seen such a wall of incense like this.
So I'm just going to talk about one incense. Which I'm just going to grab.
Get back on your spot when you finish.
I will.
Back on your mark.
I've
got this. I have this.
It's the best incense.
It is amazing.
The market, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's very clearing and very uplifting and smells heavenly. Yeah, it's so nice, isn't it? It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Really good. Really love that. But obviously, all the other brands and everything else that we have is good too. But this is just my favourite. What's your favourite? Is that like this one?
Yes. You know me. I'm not.
You burn incense?
No.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, I get the whole sage. Yes, that was very sweet. Yes. I don't like the smell of sage. Just don't like it. But no, I'm not. I'm not.
No, I like Palo Santo. Yeah, that's my favourite.
Yeah.
It's so it's so oh, you've got Palo.
Yes, we've got the wood.
The holy wood. Yeah. I love the smell of that.
And that's very clearing.
It reminds me of eucalyptus a little bit. I think that's kind of got the more citrusy, zesty scent to it. Woody.
Yeah.
I love it.
And they sell a lot that in India.
Yeah, it's you can get it, and South America I think it's quite popular.
Is
as
it?
Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and you've got geodes, and you've got jewellery, and you've got statues and cards. And do you do books in here? I haven't.
Yeah, we've got books,
tarot
cards,
crystal
angelic
bowls.
divination.
Oh, yeah, the crystal bowls.
We've got the bowls from Nepal.
Wow.
So it was always a dream of mine to go travelling around, picking things from all around the world. So I've literally been so lucky to do that the last couple of years. Don't know when I'll be doing it again now, but
July.
Maybe, let's hope so.
Yeah, hopefully it won't be too long, and it will be all up and running again. But
I don't want my crop circle season being ruined.
Crop circle season. I've got a
It's my favourite time.
date with an icosahedron turning up now. It's flashed up.
And it's really funny we talk about angels because we both wear and you were saying you're not into your angels, but look, you're wearing an angel wing pendant.
Let me clarify about my angelic.
I think I might have to come this way.
So I've never been. I'm a bit more guttural, would you say?
Guttural.
In my expression of something.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit blunt and I'm a bit
I
out
love
there.
that
So
about
when I
you.
say about the angel, I don't dismiss that the angelic. I'm just not floaty angel myself. However, I've just noticed that we've got
the
opposite one. So bring the matching pair. I've got this from here.
There you go.
That's not so funny.
There you go. We'll be married next.
And Kathy, I've got this one. That's the Shambhala healing tools.
That's right. So I got these from Glastonbury.
Yeah.
So these are from the Shambhala.
Yeah.
I love the magnet, the copper, and the crystal. The working of that creates that sort of vortex.
Yeah.
The actual place of it. I don't go into all of that.
I'm not part of it. It's too big cult like for me.
Yes.
Bless them with love. Each to their own. But I love the tools. Yeah, the tools are great. So I love Glastonbury. There's such a mixture of energies down there, isn't there? You can pick, it's like a sweetie shop. You can pick and choose whatever you want.
Yeah.
But it's great, if you can't get all the way to Glastonbury, if you're based in London, or if you're international even, you can just go online to Spiritual Quest.
But if you can go to Glastonbury, the Chalice Well is fabulous, but it's the White Well that is really.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take all your clothes off, and I've never done that because I wouldn't inflict that on.
No, but you can sing in there. I sang in there, and it was amazing.
I did a crystal bowl meditation.
Wow.
So that was like.
I went there, and someone did strip off and did bathe in there.
Yeah. People are in and out all the time. Yeah. Oh, it's very free and easy.
Very interesting. We don't do that here.
No,
well, not every day.
Maybe you should
not
put in
every
a water
day.
feature, darling. Come to the Quest Sacred Spring and have a bathe.
Because we are on the wells.
Yeah, no, after you, Kathy.
Sorry. Not me doing it now.
The hose down. The shower's in the back, love. If you want your naked bathing, you can go around the corner and we'll cover you in fairy dust when you come out. It's ridiculous. I love it. You got to laugh though, don't you?
Yeah.
You laugh or you'll cry sometimes.
Absolutely.
But seriously, I mean, it's so lovely to see you guys again and to see you still going strong, and that you've both kind of developed your work, and that it's just it's really inspiring. So can you just tell us a little bit, I'll start with you, can you tell us a little bit about your program and how people can sign up for it, and what the website is and everything?
Yeah, I'd love to. So my website is thesoalcoach.com, and you can just sign up for my newsletters. I'm on YouTube, I do podcasts, I do meditations, and you can find me on YouTube or wherever you go to podcasts.
Cool, and I'll put the links in the
Instagram,
comments.
Facebook, and all the rest of it. So,
brilliant. All the socials will be going down below. We all need to stay connected at this time.
And obviously a Quest. Obviously a
Quest. And then Quest is the website for the
spiritualquest.co.uk.
I'll never forget it from the advertising.
And Kathy?
So I'm www.kathymingo.com. I have Instagram.
Yeah.
I am getting there.
You're doing good on
I'm getting there. I've got a YouTube channel called Consciousness TV, which I do need to add some things on. But that's all through my website.
It's more channelings and things we need.
I'm a bit of a techie phobe, but I'm getting there, and I'm going to have to up my game.
I think this is the thing though, isn't it? We've all been just doing the boots on the ground work, like our actual healing work.
Absolutely.
And that marketing thing is probably not our language, but we're being forced to use it.
And we've got quantum inspiration that we do together.
We do. And we've got a quantum inspiration workshop on the 6th of December.
6th of December, all being well. If we're still locked down by then, I'll just go and live in the well.
Online or is
so
that
it's
in here?
It's Bertha Bridge Hotel.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tithe Barn.
Tithe Barn.
Which is beautiful.
Oh. Be there. It's going to be
So
it was brilliant. We did it last year, didn't we?
Yeah, it was fabulous.
And it was really, really good. And it's such a beautiful venue.
And it was, we had such fun.
We did. We really did. We did. Such laughs. And great learning.
Yes.
And really good meditation.
Yes.
It was really good.
Crystal bowls and everything.
With this dynamic duo, can you imagine?
I know, we're like
amazing.
Well, I'd say little and large. You being the little one, you being the little one.
I'm not sure.
I'm taller than you both today.
Yeah, you are indeed. I've got the trainers on.
I cheated.
So that's my. So the quantum inspiration is we've got the Facebook quantum inspiration.
Yes, we have, and the Instagram. Yeah. We're kind of building that very slowly.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And my Facebook page is Kathy Mingo because that's where I get most of my.
And you do Facebook Live.
I do Facebook Live for my sins, but people do log on.
Okay.
So.
Brilliant.
It's good.
Well, I'll share. What I love about these two is they're just real people. It's just so normal. And this is the whole point. It's the whole reason I did this show. It was like, keep it normal, like all the conversation, however out there it is. It's part of our normal blueprint, really, and we're only just remembering that that's who we're supposed to be. So I love you guys. I think.
Well, we're nothing really, are we?
No.
We're nothing but everything.
Nothing but everything, exactly.
And we don't want to put ourselves up there, because we're not up there. No. So we're just who we are. And
just
we're
what
just
it is,
normal
isn't it?
people, aren't we?
Well,
just
normal.
Well, you're normal.
No, I mean, there's been none of this. Worst thing I think spiritually is people that wear their spirituality as a kind of adornment and the ego thing. And
don't get me wrong, I love a caftan. And
well, you can wear your caftans.
But it's the authenticity, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, it shines from you guys, and you can. I love that you can have a giggle. You know, like you can make a joke.
We take the Mickey a bit.
Take a bit, exactly.
We don't take ourselves too seriously.
No.
And very transparent, like very real. You know, there's no I should say bullshit about these people, and that's the sort of people that I love.
I haven't sworn once.
No, you haven't.
I did.
Did you?
God, I haven't sworn.
Did you?
Yes, you did.
It's my show. I can do what I want.
You do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm Australian. You can
do what you like.
Oh God.
Well, thank you anyway.
Oh my God. I want to give you a hug. We're not allowed.
Okay,
to
let's
go.
elbow. Is that the
Thanks, guys. Oh, it's been so great to come visit again. I'm going to go shopping now, and obviously, and I'm going to show you guys some of the beautiful goodies around in the shop too, so that you can come and visit. Hopefully,
thank you very much to you. Namaste. Namaste.
And I won't do namaste. I'll go. Joking. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
bless you. Huge healing out there, and huge hugs, and keep safe, and
wash your hands.
Yeah, keep shining. Yes, exactly.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.